This is Anthony Pryor. You're watching Class Act Sports.
Jared Ginsburg here with Class Act Sports. We're joined by one of the fastest people in the world, the fastest 40-year-old man in the world, Anthony Pryor. Anthony, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
So you were coached up by Pete Carroll, and he had some real nice things to say about you. He said that if young kids out there are looking for speed, then you're the guy to coach them up. What's that like for you to have been endorsed by one of your former coaches, a reputable guy like a Pete Carroll?
Well, you know, Pete Carroll was one of my first coaches in the NFL, and he's a great coach. And what he did for me was he made me relax on the football field. You know, a lot of times when players, you know, your first year in the league and you're a rookie and you're out there, you're nervous, you got the jitters. He made me feel relaxed. He made the game plan simple, and I went out there and had some pretty good games.
Were you a bit surprised, Pete Carroll coming back into the league? You know, he's going on a team like the Seahawks, a real young team, not the most talent there right now, but he brought them into the playoffs. A bit of a shocker for most people. Were you surprised with the success he was able to have this year?
No, Pete Carroll is a player's coach, and a lot of times players respond to coaches like that because he can reach every player individually on an individual basis. He doesn't just coach every player the same, and that's what sets Pete Carroll, you know, different from everybody else.
Now, Anthony, what was it like for you playing under a coach like Pete Carroll and being under his scheme?
You know what, it was easy, and oftentimes it was tough as well. I remember playing against the Denver Broncos, and we had some injuries, and I was a dime package. And I remember every time I'd go into the game, you know, you got Ronnie Lott, you got Eric Thomas, and they would say, "Okay, AP, don't make a mistake. We want to get off the field right now." And they put all the pressure on me, and every time before I would go in, Pete would give me on my shoulder, and he says, "AP, just go in there and do what you was told. You know, make it simple. Go in there and just make a play. Don't worry about nothing else. Worry about your responsibility." And that's what made him a great coach, you know. He made players feel relaxed when you're out there playing.
Is there anything that sticks out in your mind with some of the fun type of antics that he used to do before the game, after the game, on the road? Anything that sticks out in your mind?
I remember every time when we'd win a game, you know, when we would land on a plane, he'd be sliding down the aisle as the plane would land. He'd put some cardboard underneath his feet and, you know, crazy stuff like that.
You speak about Pete Carroll being a young coach, players responding to the young coach. Transitioning now, we're here for a Super Bowl 45 coverage. Mike Tomlin, one of the younger coaches in the league. Pittsburgh really responds to Tomlin. Do you think that if Bill Cowher was still a coach, no knock on him, he'd had some great success with Pittsburgh, would things be a little bit different? Did they transfer, you know, the gate, so to speak, to the younger coach at the right time for them to change the guard a little bit?
I think the coaching, head coaches are changing now. They're getting a little younger. They're more energetic. They engage the players more, you know, during the game, opposed to an older coach that just sits there like a statue and stuff like that. I think having a younger coach, it kind of energizes the players.
Now, you're one of the fastest guys in the world. What are some of the advice that you have for some of the players out there, young high school athletes trying to be like you, run as fast as you are, and you're twice their age?
Well, there's no substitute for hard work, and there's no substitute for technique and form. And once you learn how to get power from the ground, you become a faster athlete.
Now, I know you have a website, and you played with Victor Green, who just interviewed you at ClassActSports.com. If you want to tell the fans how to contact you at Ocean Speed Camp.
All you do is go to OceanSpeedCamp.com. You may say, why do you call it Ocean Speed? Well, sound travels in water 4 times faster than it does in the sky. And here at Ocean Speed Camp, we got to make you 4 times faster by improving your start, your acceleration, your duration, and your finish.
That's Anthony Pryor. I'm Jared Ginsburg. You're watching ClassActSports.com, and you're joined today by one of the fastest men in the world. For more information, check us out at ClassActSports.com. For Anthony Pryor, information on checking out and linking up with him, check him out at OceanSpeedCamp.com.